All right, good morning, everybody. I went live a little bit while ago, and you're out of practice with some things. You push the wrong buttons when you ain't supposed to. So I deleted that last one, and I'll just repeat what I said. Well, here we are. It's a beautiful Saturday morning here in East Tennessee, and I haven't seen you all in a while. Grown a little beard. This will probably go away here pretty soon, but just threw away the razor here while we were out of town. And haven't got over it yet. So, but it's good to see you all again, and hope that you'll share this video and other Faith from the Farm broadcasts. And we're getting to the end. I mean, everything we've got oats sowed for the winter as a cover crop, and we've been working on some fence around here, but had a lot of meetings, and we were just really busy last year, and I just haven't had much time, or Lord just didn't lead to share a lot of videos. But I did want to share you something. This is kindly a new little enclosure that we've done here to kind of keep, you can kind of see here, we've just a little bit of our beans. That's where our okra and squash and everything was, and had some tomatoes, peppers, all that that's going on in here. And so we changed things up a little bit, but I do want you to, if you just notice right here, I haven't cleaned the beans up, but you can see we didn't get any, hardly any beans this year. And you might ask why. Well, we've done a lot here. You can see I built a fence, and we've got all the gates and everything, kindly put up. I won't get you there in the sun. I've got to get things finished up and kind of painted, maybe before winter. But we built this fence 5 foot high, keep all the deer out, and eventually was going to, put some fence around the lower end, keep the rabbits out, and have a good secure area. But for some reason, when I built this fence, all of a sudden it was like a sign to all the animals. Come on in, we want you to come in and eat all our beans, and they did. They eat every lick of it. We got one mess off of it, and it really wasn't even a good mess of beans. And so we really had a problem, and I thought, what in the world's going on? I was traveling a lot this summer and just didn't have a lot of time to deal with it. And there really wasn't any place for them to come through unless they were coming through the slats on this, and there's only a foot between it. I thought, there's no way a grown deer could get in there. Now, they could jump it. They could jump up to, 6, 7 foot. But they just didn't have a lot of motivation to. And I didn't find any place where they were landing. So I thought, what in the world is going on? Why are we getting so many deer coming in here eating everything that we have? And come to find out that I'm going to turn around this time, because last time I tried to do this, it just didn't work out well. But right here is my deck. And so I'm trying to shield the sun a little bit. But right here, it's about, maybe 3 foot high. And I began to find footprints everywhere where the deer had been coming through, and they were crawling underneath. And so here's rose bushes. And so I started putting chairs, I started putting lumber, come in here, and they were getting under. And you'll notice here, this is about 2 foot high, and they were crawling underneath the deck. I don't know if you can believe this, but they were crawling to about a 2 foot high deck to get under and come in and eat our beans. And it's just, it's unbelievable. But, here we had just a little hole that they had found. And once they found the hole and I plugged one side, then they would go to another, and they go to another. And it's just this, I never had seen anything like it. And so they ate all of our beans this year, and we didn't get any. And it's after I'd built this kind of elaborate fence to go around our garden. But I thought this morning, everything I've been reading in Exodus, around the tabernacle, there was this white, linen fence that went around the tabernacle, because there was a separation between what was to be going on in the worship of God and what was to be going on outside. And there was a camp outside. And then you get over there into the sacrifices, and there's sacrifices in Leviticus 1 through 5. You've got the burnt offering, and the peace offering, and the sin offering, and the trespass offering, and all these offerings, the meal offering, all those 5 offerings that are there. But there's things that were made to be separated. you took some of that and you separated and you took it outside the camp. There were separations in where the blood was to be applied, some on the burnt offering, and some was taken in and sprinkled before the tabernacle. But God separated these things. He separated Aaron and his sons, and he said, I want them to be separate. And he said, I want you to wash them in the laver, and I want you to anoint them with oil, because they are holy, they're consecrated unto me. And the children of Israel got into a lot of trouble when they began mingling things. They began letting holes come in their heads. And I want you to think about your family. I want you to think about your own personal life. You might have, everything. You might have most everything figured out. You say, hey, you know what? I'm going to church. I'm reading my Bible. I'm praying, but I just don't have any victory. I don't have any power with God, and things just don't seem to be working out well. Well, I wonder if you might have a hole in your hedge like I had a hole in my hedge. I had this elaborate fence around here, and anybody would have come back here and said, oh, yeah, you've got that all figured out. There won't be any deer come through. But the deer got through, and the deer ate my beans. And for some of you, and in my life, the devil breaks through. He finds a spot where he can get through. And we may have the 90% of it taken care of. We may have a lot of things taken care of. But if we let that one little hole, that one little place where the devil can get through, guess what? He's going to come through and he's going to devour the fruit that's supposed to be in our life, the things that we're supposed to be bearing unto the Lord. And so I just want to ask you, I'm just going to ask you about your own personal hedges, the things that you have put around, the separation lines that you have put around you and the world. But then I want to ask you, where's the fruit? If the fruit is not bearing, then you might need to be looking for holes in your hedge. You might be looking for things that maybe are not altogether right with the Lord. And I don't have any idea what that might be, but I'll guarantee you this. If you look around enough, you're going to find the devil's tracks. Just like I found there was a little fawn that was coming through, a newborn with spots that was coming through. But I found that fawn's tracks. And if you look in your life close enough, you'll find the devil's tracks somewhere in your life. And wherever the devil's tracking in your life, shut the gate, build the fence, put up the hedge, get right with God, and you can bear fruit for the glory and honor of God. So don't let the devil have a heyday with you, okay? And so I just want to say that we're out here still living and working on the farm, still working and trying to do the work in Haiti. But I tell you, if you would, you just pray about the situation in Haiti. It's a perilous time right now. Gas is through the roof, demonstrations all over the place. I just got a letter here recently from the Drydens there in Port-au-Paix. They've been there Brother Benji's been there all his life. I've visited him. Wonderful missionary work going on there in Port-au-Paix. And they've pulled out, and they're back in Florida for, I guess, probably the first time in his life. And things are really in a bad shape there. So you would pray for Haiti and pray for the work that we're trying to endeavor to get into there. But God bless you. I appreciate you. I hope you have a great day today. And you just spend some time with the Lord and look at them holes in your hedges and get them sealed up. God bless you, folks.